Hey guys, it's Davey here, and it's currently day 109. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I do hope you guys are doing better than yesterday. Because I am doing great, almost fantastic, if only my first video went through, but I forgot to plug in the audio and went off to watch a movie. So, isn't ideal, but hey, we learn from adversity, and this is what it's all about to take any mistake, take any adversity as an opportunity to grow. But always double check your work before you go off for 3 hours and expect that let's upload this video, then coming back knowing that shit, I'm gonna record it again. But that is what it is. However, being Saturday, I spend most of my day going out with my family, spending time with my sister, buying some groceries so I can get meal prep done for the upcoming week. So pretty much Saturday is my rest day, my day to get my shit sorted for next week. Now the reason I choose Saturday is because I figured that every Sunday, if I take some time off to myself, my family, etc., and just kind of lay my eyes off work, then every single Monday I find myself to not work at my best, not working at my most efficient point. And that is because I took 2 days off normally. Normally, I used to take the whole weekend off, have the whole weekend off doing God knows what. And every single Monday, I come back to work. I don't work at my best because I'm still recovering from the weekend. And every single time, I build this resistance, this friction every single Monday. I had to kind of force myself to do the work because I wasn't used to it, because I lost momentum, I lost consistency. And when you lose momentum, your whole boat starts to sink because momentum is everything if you want to see long term growth, long term success. So by taking the weekend off, by not doing any work on the weekend, I'm pretty much taking 2 steps back and 1 step forward. And every time I have to force myself to pick myself up and do the work, to scream, to motivate in the back of my head, you can do this, David. Don't be scared. Don't be having doubt. You can do this. Every single time it was like that. So tell me, if you had to go through so much effort to do the work every single week on a Monday, how long do you think that habit will last before you give in to nature? Because what I found to be difficult also is the fact that every time I took the break, I come back on Monday. The reason why I had to pull myself to do the work is because my body, my nature is telling me that I don't have to do this. Like, why should I? If after 2 days I didn't do any work, but I relaxed and I am still here, I'm still living, then why am I doing the work? And that is exactly what my nature self is telling me. Why do this work? Why put yourself in this uncomfortable position for what? I'm still living like I normally do. So what is the point? So by picking myself up every single day, I'm basically trying to battle my nature because my conscious mind knows that this is for the future. This is for the delayed gratification that my nature cannot simply see at the moment because nature is telling me to enjoy instant gratification. So unless conscious takes over, you are constantly in battle with your subconscious, with your nature. And having this battle on a constant state, you're making what is already difficult more hardworking. You're already making what something that's new to you more uncertain. If you want to create something new for you, if you want to have this new habit going for you, then your number one goal should be to figure out how you can make this easier for you. How can you reduce the barrier to entry? How can you reduce the friction? How can you make this so simpler and more sustainable? That is what you should be worrying about to make it more sustainable. And to me, That is doing the work every single day. That means working on the weekend. That means treating every single day like any other day. It's just a fucking day, guys. So when I did that from Monday to Saturday and every single week on repeat, I found not only was I managed to perform effective at Monday, I managed to perform effective every day because I simply was consistent. I simply kept my momentum going. I simply left myself no reason to doubt because this was my lifestyle. This was a lifestyle change rather than a habit change for me. And it may be different for you guys, as it may be different for me. What may work for you guys may not work for me. But there will be somebody out there in this world, if you guys reach this channel, that may take this advice and may implement it and somehow it just clicks. I'm not suggesting it will click, I may just be hella lucky. But the number one goal for me that I realize is to find how can you be consistent, how can you make this sustainable, how can you make this easy and yet reduce any friction you have with this to make it more enjoyable, to make it feel effortless. And that for me was to work every day. Maybe on Saturday and Sunday, my work may not be the best, but I still showed up. And that is what it matters. Is to show up, is to show up when you said you were, is to keep the promises, and is to keep the promises because that builds self-confidence. Self-confidence, guys, is merely the level of how much you love yourself. Self confidence is merely how much you love yourself. If you love yourself less, you have low self confidence. If you love yourself very much, you have high self confidence. Love yourself too much, then that becomes narcissism, but that's a different story. But self confidence basically is the range, the measurements of how much you love yourself. And to build self confidence, to love yourself, to like yourself, is to first keep your word to yourself. The more times you keep the word to yourself and actually go through with it, the more time you tell yourself and you remind yourself that I actually like myself because I showed up to my appointment. It may be a small appointment, but that's still something. Your mind cannot simply distinguish what is a big and small appointment. Any appointment is an appointment. Just show up, whether it's one outreach, whether it's 10 outreach, whether it's 20 outreach, just show up. Just simply do the work and the magic will happen. You'll see something change over time. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but over time. Something will happen and the change will be insignificant. But your self confidence will grow. And self confidence is a key for success. It's a key because self confidence changes something within you. And I can only say that you have to put in the work to see for yourself what that change will mean to you because everyone is different. Everyone experiences a different change. So, my thought for you guys is to just figure that change out for you because let me tell you, that change will be something you're gonna enjoy only once in a lifetime, and that change will be something so different, so life changing. It's just hard to explain, but you can only do that by sticking with your word. And I guess that is the lesson for today. It's just keeping up with your word, sticking with your appointments and showing up to them because every single one, no matter how small, no matter how big, matters to you. But that being said, this has been my Saturday. I hope you guys found this valuable, but if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. So until then, good night.